Hello everyone! Most of you might be wondering, why am I buying another horse? I already have one, I bought one a few months ago, and also what is going to happen to Kingsman? Well, don't worry, nothing is going to happen to him. He is, by the way, right in the background. Yes, that is his butt. Kingsman will forever stay with me, no matter what. The reason why I'm buying another horse is that obviously Kingsman is pretty young. He's not even 6, so he is inexperienced and not really able to compete at high levels in eventing. So the horse that I will buy will be my main competition horse, and then obviously Kingsman is my forever heart horse. I hope you guys will enjoy this video and help me come to a decision. So the first horse that I went to try was Chattan Koning. He competes in preliminary eventing. His stable name is Phantom, and he is a 17-hand gelding. He is a Belgian warmblood. I don't know why they have not written that on the card, but I called them for more information. And he is very close by. He is in Silverglade Estate. So this horse was really nice to tack up, except he did not like having his girth tightened, so he tried to nip a few times. Not at me, but he was kind of nipping at the ear, which was pretty cute. The owners just told me to mount him outside the arena, so I had a little chance to see how he behaved outside, which he behaved really nicely. I believe there was a group of 4 horses passing by us once we entered the arena. But yeah, this was his walk. His walk was very forward. He is a big horse, so I really appreciate that nice big steps. The collection, it's not as quite high as I would want it to be, but it's fine. He's on the vertical, not behind, not in front. Sometimes he does go in front. His canter, it was just beautiful. I think his transitions could be a bit better. He doesn't always quite do a perfect transition, but that's fine. So this horse is obviously very calm in the flat, but later on when we started jumping, he bolted, and I really did not expect that from him. And you will see that later on this is a problem to me. So in this clip, I tried to go for a short one, he tried to go for a long one, so he jumped before and he took the bar between his legs and I ended up falling. He was fine though and I was fine, so I just got right back on and jumped the last one. So I don't actually have the advert to this horse because I just squeezed her in. They just informed me that they had this mare that had a lot of potential, so since I had the time, I decided to try her. So I'll just tell you a bit about her while she walks. Basically, this mare is a Tennessee Walker cross with a Belgian warmblood, so she has an amazing scope and she is currently training at, I believe, 3-star eventing, which is insanely good. Her gaits are amazing, but for me, there was just a lack of collection there in the dressage. I would have loved for her to just swing her neck a little less, but I mean, her jump, it was just godlike. Sadly, I'm looking to improve my dressage note, so she will definitely be a no. So the second horse, or rather third horse now, that I went to see was Cornella's Flame. She is actually just a dressage horse. But obviously I was still interested in that dressage aspect, and I've seen a few dressage horses with a lot of skill in the show jumping ring. Her name is Ophelia. She's a mare, 17-1, and she's 9 years old, same as the first horse I tried. She is an Andalusian cross, I believe, with a Dutch warmblood. So some very good genes and some potential there in the jump. So she was really nice in a tack up, probably the best horse I've ever tacked up. This mare had a lot of training and some good training, not with abusive methods. You could really see that. She was really sweet, so that was really nice to see. Here we are entering the arena, and there was a lot of noise in the background. I cut it off, of course, but yeah, she was just behaving like an angel. Sadly, in this arena, they did not have jumps around, and also this mare was purely a dressage horse. I know I was looking for an eventing horse, but I was also really tempted by her ad to try her out. They said they had started training her in jumping, so maybe I could just let them train her a bit and then buy her eventually. Sadly, she was also very tense in the neck. The contact was great and everything, but she had a tendency to want to try and go back behind the vertical, which is a shame because she was just so nicely trained, but I really think it might be the breed of the horse. She was also very responsive to the leg, which I love seeing about horses, and she was always on the correct lead and everything, which is great to see. Her gaits were really rhythmic, which I also love seeing. I know I have a lot of loves to say about this horse. So I was very excited to try this horse because obviously this is the famous International Intermediate Advanced 3-star horse. And I'm so lucky to have been able to try her out. I don't even think I need to say her name, but she is Common Light, and she is an OTTB Cross, a Salle Francais. She's 17 hands, 13 years old, and the most experienced horse I tried. Sadly, this mare was already tacked up. I think I forgot to specify that I wanted her to be untacked once I arrived, but that was fine. We came in and she was really nice all the way through. She kept her ears forward. Not once did she put her ears back, which is really nice. Here was her walk. I just think for me, I would have loved a bit more collection because she was very extended, which is nice to see a relaxed horse, but in higher levels you tend to see them more upright. Her canter was just beautiful, exactly what you'd be looking for at a competition in the higher levels. And then her trot too was nice and rhythmic, but she tended to put her head really high, which isn't the best. Overall, I think this horse in the flat was a bit of a mix. She was relaxed in the walk, and then she was very uptight in the trot, and then in the canter she was a dream. For the first jump, I think I accidentally kicked her, so she went really fast. I'm so sorry for that. And then the second jump, she jumped it beautifully. I believe that was maybe 110, 120. Then water jump, not afraid, great training. And then the oxer was just beautiful. She had an amazing range of scope. So Prince Charming was the last horse I tried, and also the youngest. His stable name is Sunny, and he is a Pasofino, which I don't know why it's written Pre on there because it's not the same registration. Anyway, he is specialized in dressage, but in the description they said that they had started jumping him to around 120, and he was very confident with fences, especially straight up jumps. So I had really high hopes for this horse. He was really good at tacking up, which is really nice to see, meaning that he was really well handled, maybe when he was a foal and everything. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of these horse riding centers, They put dressage saddles when I'm about to jump, which is pretty weird. Maybe he was specialized in dressage. I mean, just look at his frame. He was like perfect in every way in the flat. He had amazing scope in dressage. Sadly, it was not really there in the jumping, but we'll talk more about that later. For now, I'll just let you enjoy. So I think this horse was listed for higher than he could actually jump in the ad, because he seemed to be unable or scared to jump higher fences. Most of the time he did refusals. He only did, I believe, 2 clear jumps without refusing the time before. He had a really nice jump, and I think with more training he could have been such a good eventing horse, but I think there was just a lack of training there in the jump. So here we are at the end of the video. You've seen all the horses. I hope you have a favorite. I don't really know if I have one. This is going to be really tough. Even with the inconveniences, I love them all very much. But anyway, bye! See you in the next video.